Suppose a sample size of 100 units has a mean 2.7 and a standard deviation of 1.5. Assuming normality of the data, test the null hypothesis where the hypothesized value of the population mean is equal to 3 against the alternative hypothesis where the hypothesized value of population mean is not equal to 3. We're going to use the level of significance 0.01. Solution. Since the alternative hypothesis where the hypothesized value of the population mean is not equal to 3, then this is the two-tailed test. In some problem, the alternative hypothesis is that the hypothesized value of the population mean is greater or less than 3. If you encounter that kind of problem, we can call it a one-tailed test. This is what we call the hypothesized value of the population mean. The first step is to write the null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Step 2, the next step, is to write the level of significance and the test, where in this problem we have the two-tailed test. Step 3, this problem is a Z statistic. Step 4, the next step is to determine the Z tabular. The level of significance of 0.01 and the two-tailed test. We can see here in the tabular, we have the C tabular 2.575. With the tabular 2.575, the next step is to solve for the Z computed. For the formula, Z computed is equal to the sample mean minus the hypothesized value of the population mean all over the standard error of the mean. Let us first determine the mean, the hypothesized value of the population mean, the standard error of the mean, or the population standard deviation, and the sample size. We can see here in the problem, we have the sample size of 100 units, the mean of 2.7, and the standard deviation of 1.5, and the hypothesized value of population mean, that is 3. First is to determine the standard error of the mean. The formula is the standard error of the mean is equal to the standard deviation over the square root of the sample size. That will be equal to 1.5 all over the square root of 100. Calculating, we will get the equal of 0.15. Substituting the answers and the given data in the formula, calculating it, we'll get -2 answer. The next thing to do is to decide and conclude. Let's first write Z tabular and Z computed. Our Z tabular is equal to 2.575 mula while our Z computed is equal to -2. We can see that our z tabular is greater than the z computed, we can now decide. The decision is that if z computed is greater than z tabular, then the null hypothesis is rejected and the alternative hypothesis is accepted. Similarly, if the z computed is less than the z tabular, then the null hypothesis is accepted and the alternative hypothesis is rejected. We can see here in our solution that the z tabular is greater than the z computed, so we have to accept the null hypothesis and reject the alternative hypothesis. Therefore, the mean of the population taken is equal to 3, because our null hypothesis here is equal to 3. If you learned something from this video, please hit that like and subscribe button above for more videos.
Thanks for watching.